Hi everyone, I'm here to get started with today's yoga class, beginners friendly yoga. Again, it's an intuitive practice for me that I usually just kind of tune in to what's needed. A couple of you have reached out and mentioned some areas of focus for yourself. You can always reach out to me through Facebook or Instagram too if you are just going through this stuff and something pops up that reminds you to have a little chat to me. I'd love to hear from you and see what's going on in your body. A couple of you have had some previous injuries from the past, and so I want to know how you're all doing and how my beginner's practice can better serve you as a participant. Again, I remind all the new people joining today, thanks for coming. Hit the prescribe button and share this with friends and family that you feel would enjoy a starting point to this practice. You may even notice as you start this practice that I give a lot of opening to places where you can walk into, expand your practice a little, but I also really show where we can support ourselves and bring ourselves into a solid platform or grounding in the beginning parts of poses. I also take things slowly, and we move in alignments that are mindful, and I do have a lot of detail, and you may not get it all today, and that's okay. Part of the practice is just showing up and doing the best we can with what's here today. And I try to show the different joints of the body, all the way it can move, especially the shoulders and hips. I'll do lots of ranges of motions just to see where we're starting at as a beginner. So enough speaking. If things come up during the practice, type in the little live chat area, and I'll do my best to respond in the moment or even in tomorrow's class. So let's get started. We'll start in the standing position. First, take a moment just to ground into your body. What that means is feel your feet on the floor. You may feel the toes as they open up a little bit. Spread your toes open. If you've got socks on, maybe now's the time to take your socks off. You can feel a swaying motion that kind of just naturally wants to come into the body. If you notice that everything's really rigid and still, that's okay. But what would it be like for you just to feel a gentle rocking motion forward and a gentle rocking motion going back? As I move forward and back with my own body, I notice my hips are moving forward and back, and I can feel my toes taking the weight of my body, my torso, my head as I lean forward. And then as I roll back into my heels a little, I can feel the back side of my body from my calf muscles up through the hamstrings, into the buttocks and lower back, middle back, and even into my shoulders and neck. I can feel the spine starting to come into this. Then I'm going to rock into my right foot and just land in the right foot as I slide the hips to the right, and then rock into the left foot as I slide the hips to the left. So feeling the rocking motion from side to side. We went forward and backwards a couple of times, side to side as you sway, moving the hips slightly. You'll feel one shoulder rising a little while the other shoulder drops. Maybe the head is moving and the neck is moving over here. I'm noticing in my neck a little tightness on the right side. So we're just bringing into awareness how we feel in the body today. And then finally, there's another movement, a circular motion. So draw a circle around the X that you've just made with your hips. I bend the knees a little so that the knee joints can move a little. And I'm allowing my belly to soften, my buttocks to soften, and the shoulders to soften as I move in one direction. Whoop, got a little wobbly there. Notice the movement through your entire foot. You'll roll to the outer edges of your toes, little toes, down to the edges of the heels, cross from there down to the ball of the foot, up to the ball of the foot, and then across the toes again. Noticing the whole movement through the foot as you move in one direction. And then change direction. So you can lean in one leg, press the hips back behind you a little, slide the hips to the left, roll the pubic bone and the hips forward a little. And it doesn't have to be extreme, I'm just kind of giving you an idea where to go. Just moving in a circular motion, and let the spine and the head move on the axis. Good, and then come back to center. Just a little grounding exercise. And then here we can find a still place in the middle. You're not too far forward in your toes, and you're not all the way back in your heels. You're actually between 2 points, like sitting in the middle of a seesaw. Take a moment to ground down through 10 toes, to ground down through the edges of the feet to the center of the heel. And then following that movement from your toes and your heels, you may feel it channel into the ankle points, up through your shin bones, into the kneecaps, into your femurs. And feel the femurs, the long bones of your thighs, and relax your pelvis for a moment. What does that mean? Maybe sink into the heels slightly and drop the weight in a downward force so that you can feel it move through the bones of the thighs into the shin bones and heels and toes. Feel even weight in these areas. With that nice supported foundation through the pelvis into the feet, draw the belly button in slightly and let your sternum lift forward and let the top of your shoulders relax down from your ears, and maybe roll the shoulders back, feeling shoulder blades squeeze lightly towards one another and back. And breathe in and breathe out, and then let the head pull back slightly, let the chin pull in, feeling the movement of up and down, and then maybe from side to side. And there's been a common theme lately too with friends and family then that the neck's really sore, tightness through the muscles of the neck. So just noticing that, if that's happening for you, give yourself a few moments just to loosen up the neck muscles. And keeping that nice solid grounding in both feet, solid in your legs. Feel your pelvis and shoulders and your arms as well. And now we're here. We're in the mountain pose, standing here, and feel the solid base in your feet. Feel the openness and expansion in your chest cavity. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and a nice long deep breath out through the nose. You can relax your shoulders down, away from your ears, and get soft for a moment in the pit of your belly, just below your belly button. Soften. Feel the nice weight in your buttocks, thighs, and traveling down into the feet. The solidness of your mountain. And as you breathe in again, feel the openness of your chest in the front. Let the chest expand laterally to the sides of the ribs, underneath the armpits. And then maybe expanding in the back, where your shoulder blades are, in the back, sitting on top of your rib cage. Open up the chest cavity. And as you exhale, Let the top of the shoulders relax down and let the collarbones relax. And breathe in and breathe out. Your eyes are soft and diffused. They can be looking forward, or maybe your eyes are closed right now and you're just hearing the words and feeling your body. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, take your arms up from the sides and lengthen up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders and bend your elbows. Pull your forearms and elbows wide to the sides of the room and the wrists and thumbs pulling back. Open the chest and drop the elbows a little bit more. With a squeezing in the shoulder blades in the back. Right between the shoulder blades, there's a space here, and you'll feel the skin squeezing in the back, opening in the front, and breathing in and breathing out. Take the arms up again on the inhale, reaching out of your waistline, stretching up and reaching through fingertips. You can turn your eye gaze upwards and bring the eyes into it if you like. Then drop your elbow points wide again. Relax your shoulders down and pull the elbows down a little bit closer to the floor. See if you can take a deep breath here. Open the chest cavity out in front. And when you exhale, draw the belly button in and pull your tailbone down a little. Tip of your tail pulling down between the heels. Imagine your tail is like a long monkey tail. Inhale again, reaching up, stretching through your fingertips, lift the shoulders, feel the squeeze. Feel the length through the ribs and the sides. Feel the length through the belly button. Eyes can look upwards and then drop the elbow points wide again. You can do this with one breath movement, taking 8 to 12 seconds to do this movement, or you can do it with multiple breaths. See how you feel. Squeezing shoulders and back, elbows pull down, thumbs and wrists pull back behind you. Inhale again, reaching all the way up, lengthening here. Now if you're having shoulder issues at home, you can just breathe and do the movement with your mind. Finding that openness through your chest cavity, and feel the openness as you squeeze the shoulders in the back. When you exhale, draw the belly button in, reach down through your tail, feel the landing in your feet. Inhale again, reaching up and stretching, lengthen through the ribs, all the way up. Feel the 10 toes and reach through your fingertips. Hold here for a moment to feel the length of your body. Then we exhale, drop your elbow points wide again, and as you're dropping down through the top of your shoulders, gently guide your forearms and wrists back. Maybe you're halfway and you're holding for a moment just to feel the space between 2 points. You're not too far, reaching to the ceiling, and you're not all the way down at the end of motion through the shoulder range. Then continue the range down, maybe pulling the hands down further to elbow height. And drawing thumbs back even more. Draw the pit of your belly button in. Feel the belly button moving to the back of your spine as you press down through the feet. Plug the big toes and little toes into the floor and let the arch of your feet lift up. Come up again on the inhale. This time keep the hands above the head. Palms can be touching, elbows can be bent or straight. Keep the fingertips together to begin with. Thumbs, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger touching together. When you inhale, let the length come from the bottom of the lungs. Let the length come from the bottom of the feet. Press down through the feet as you reach through the spine, tail lengthening, rib cage opening, and breathe in as you reach. When we exhale, gently move the hips forward slightly. Eyes can lift and look upwards as you pull the arms slightly, but not much is happening, but a lot is happening. So lengthen the arms and lift through the chest. Stay here for a moment. You can see by the shape of the body, not much movement is happening, but tremendous shifts through your body is occurring. Good. Look forward again, draw the belly button in. Let the arms come down at the sides. Take a moment to pause halfway. Breathe into that. Big inhale and deep long exhale. Clasp your hands behind your back. Get a nice interlaced grip. Shoulders are pulling back towards each other. Thumbs drawing to the wall behind you. Open the chest and breathe here. So again, now taking your time. Not everyone can stretch. It doesn't matter. You're still getting a great stretch by working the hands towards each other. Not everyone may clasp the hands, and you'll feel that connection coming. Maybe there's a face cloth you can get as you hold the hands together. Open the chest and shoulders and breathe here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Arms drawing back, big chest opening, deep inhale, deep long exhale. Good. Find that length through the shoulders, collarbones opening up in front. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Feel your tail lengthen. Feel the belly pull in. Squeeze your buttocks and thighs. There should be heat building in your body right now. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel the legs, feel the feet. I'll remind you of the parts of the body to connect with. The feet, the ankles, the shins, just around the kneecaps. Feel your thighs, your buttocks. Feel the opening through your shoulders. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's let the hands relax for a moment and let the arms float up. Feel the length and breathe in. And breathe out. Float the elbows down wide, big open chest. Relax your shoulders for a moment. And inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Bring your hands in prayer position, thumbs towards your sternum. We'll keep the feet about hip width apart. You can adjust your feet at any time, either a little closer or a little wider, just depending on the support you need. Bend the knees and sit down halfway. Draw the belly button in and feel the tailbone lengthening. Relax your shoulders for a moment. You can extend the arms forward to shoulder height to start out with. Feel the top of the shoulders as you let the shoulders relax down and underneath the armpits the muscles contract. Fingers can reach forward to the front as you feel the weight in your heels and even weight in the toes. Heels separate a little bit wider. And breathe in and breathe out. You can take the arms up slowly, bending elbow points and then widen them. Open your chest, inhaling and exhaling here. Similar to what we just did, but the knees are bent. The belly button pulls in. You're really energizing the strong, large muscles of your legs and your buttocks. Inhale, maybe lift the nose a little as you breathe in. Exhale, maybe sitting down and feeling the ankle bones here. It doesn't look like much, but tremendous heat is coming into the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Stay with this for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep with this. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Stay with your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Relax your shoulders, open the chest. Keep the shoulders dropping down. If you notice tension coming in, pull the belly button in just a little bit more. See if you can find the softness in the practice for you right now. Maybe the arms want to come up a little bit more, reaching through your arms, but keep the shoulders down, lifting through the chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Notice how if you rock into your heels a little, wiggle the toes for a moment, and then pull the knees in slightly. or pressing into the outer edges of your heels. Plug your big toes down and your little toes down. Feel the solidarity of the foot being imprinted into the floor. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Feel the length as you sit down just a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling. Your whole body's noticing. Your whole mind is kind of catching on to what's happening here. You may feel gentle, subtle shaking happening through the legs. I want you to breathe deeper, meaning take a fuller breath. At first, it's going to be a sip of air in through your nose. And when you exhale, I want you to really squeeze your belly and sit down more. Good. As you breathe in and breathe out, take a second to just feel what's going on. The mind will race a little at first. And then there's this questioning of, can I stay in this longer? How long are we in this? It's a little bit like the question of life right now. Breathe in, we can stay in it as long as we like. Deep breath in. The difficulty is you're waiting on my cue to tell you to come out. You can come out anytime, just know that, right? But what's it like to stay in something where you don't know when it's going to end? Isn't that a joyful thing? That's life. Breathe into that. So if each moment today could be a reminder of there is no end, except for now there's this beautiful moment of participation and where I can show up in this participation. Breathe in and breathe out. Find your breath again. Feel it in your belly. Feel it in the chest. Maybe reaching up through the arms more as you sit down in the legs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Open the heart. Breathe a little deeper. Can you smile as you breathe? Can you fill the lungs with air and know that there's no control here? Just try to be with this. Let the legs talk to you. Let the heart lift. Let the shoulders relax. Find the softness where you can find the strength. Breathe into that. Deep exhales. And now we slowly, we exit the way we went in. We let the legs slowly extend. Drop the elbow points down and back. And let the arms rest at your side. And take a nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Transitions are interesting. How does your body feel? You were just in a challenging moment. You were sitting in something, and now you're not. Notice the space that comes when we transition. Place the hands at the heart center, take a deep breath in, squat down halfway, and now step the right foot back and place it at a lunging position. The ball of the foot stays on the ground and the front back knee is bent. You don't want to have a straight leg just yet. Working on the opening of the right ankle, while bending the front knee, we feel a little mobility in the joints. Keep this back knee bent. Let the front knee straighten a little and bend. If you notice yourself coming really forward, adjust a little bit, but it's no big deal, right? Don't get too overanalyzed about the alignment. Your right knee bends. As you sit down more, feel a good stretch across your right hip. Relax your shoulders once again. Let's take the arms back up. Again, shoulder issues. Elbows go wide, hands come down. Breathe in, thumbs can come back. Arms can stay up. Relaxing shoulders down, thumbs can pull back. Both are options. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep the back knee bent. Notice what's happening. You want to feel a good solid support in the ball of your right foot. So feel the big toe plugging down, then the second toe. Feel your third toe, the fourth toe, and then Feel the little toe connecting to the floor. Squeeze your right buttock. And feel the connection to the right buttock and hamstring. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale as you lengthen up and bend the knee as you come down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. You can move the arms too if you want dynamic movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Come up again. Inhale and exhale. Good. Come up one more time. Reach up and then step forward again. Feet are hip width apart, heels apart, and squat down and lift through your chest. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your buttocks. Straighten your legs and let the arms float down at your side. Take a moment. Feel the space in transitions. Notice how your right foot feels. All the way traveling up to the front of your right hip. And then notice it on the right side of your belly, shoulder, arm. And I want you to travel up to the right side of your neck, your right ear. Connect to the right side of your body. And then we bend the knees again. Take a bend, put the hands to heart center, and step the left foot back. Feel the lunge here. Both knees are bending, left knee nice and bent. Plug the big toe down, and then it's a slow rise with your arms above your head. Relax your shoulders, big open chest. And again, elbow points can come down, thumbs drawing back, open the chest. Breathing in and out, feel the connection between your left foot, the ball of the foot, the big toe, the second toe, and the third toe. Feel the fourth toe and little toe pressing into the floor. Keep the knees bent. Find the openness through your chest, maybe reaching up with your arms and gently pulling back, or elbows down and thumbs pulling back. Deep breath in and out. You can straighten the front leg as you lengthen up, reaching up, and then bending the front knee as you come down. Feel the connection to the back foot, the hamstring, the buttock. Open through your chest and lift the eye gaze if you're working with the eyes as well. Inhale as you come up, maybe dynamic movements with arms and legs. Open the chest, deep breath in and deep breath out. Or maybe you're staying in one position and you're just moving the arms. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel the heat coming into your body. Put a smile on your face and know that everything here is temporary, but your body is speaking to you. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale up and exhale. You can come forward, bring the hands in prayer position, squat down, squeeze the belly. Inhale, reaching the arms up as you straighten through the legs. Feel the 10 fingers touching. Again, you can bend your elbows if you like. Fingers above the head. Or arms are straight with your palms together. Feel the whole left side of your body. Start with your left toes, the arch of your foot. Feel the ankle on the left side. Move into your kneecap. And then the left hip, the front of the hip. Feel the left buttock. And then up through your spine, through to the left shoulder, top of the shoulder, and then into your neck, left side of the neck, to your ear. Reach up a little bit more, stretch through your waist, find that length, and then let the arms float down and soften here for a moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel the 10 toes. Feel the arch of your feet as you plug the big toe down, little toe down. Pull the belly button in as you reach your long tail down towards your heels. Weight shifting slightly to heels. Gently squeeze into the inner heel and feel the buttocks gently squeeze. Arms come up again, big inhale up, thumbs to sternum, drop down gently with the knees and step the right foot back again. This time we place the foot at a 45-degree angle. You can have the heel lifted as you start to open the ankle point. Take your time. This is a movement through ankle, knee, hip. We'll move the arms into it. Take yourself into warrior one. Relax your shoulders here. Let the shoulders drop. Maybe the arms are in front of you, or they're wide, or the elbow points are down. Draw the belly button in. As you lean the shoulders back first, think about the spine making the movement versus the arms or the shoulders. The arms are an extension of the spine and are simply being drawn back by the movement of the shoulder and the middle back and the head. Take your time. Deep inhale, bend the front knee a little bit more. Maybe start to straighten the back leg. Right hip is forward, left hip pulling back. Draw the tail down slightly, lifting through your chest. Breathe for a moment, inhaling, exhaling. Again, finding that length through the arms, or maybe the arms are down, thumbs pulling back. You want to feel the stretch from your pubic bone, moving all the way up through the channel to your sternum, and then underneath, right at the back of the throat, at the base of your skull. Pulling this point back, travels to the space between your third, like between your eyebrows. Find that opening here, big open chest, and then a slight tilt with the head. That can put a lot of pressure on the neck, so be gentle. A slight tuck is all you need. Feel that opening through the ribs. Breathe in, or a slight tilt with the head, breathing out. Good. From here, straighten the front leg. Reach up with your arms, get really long. Find your body lengthening forward. Front knee bends a little. Left hand comes to the left hip or the lower back. Your right leg stays long as the right arm reaches forward. You can always put the right hand behind your back to take the shoulder tightness out of this, but work on that flat back and spine. Right hand can continue to reach forward, stretching through shoulder, hip, down through the thigh. Plug into the back toe of the right foot as you continue to reach through the side body. Left knee bends more as you want to reach more. Breathe in and breathe out. The front leg can straighten a little as you start to build strength in this left quadricep. Breathe in, breathe out. The hard part here is kyphosis, where the rounding of the upper back will happen. That's okay. Don't judge it. Just notice when it's happening. See if you can take the hand to the back, lift the chest again, squeeze the stomach, and lean forward again. Let the weight of the arm come out of the picture. Keep it behind you till you build the basic core strength. And then in time, reach the arm forward. Just like a branch coming from a tree, the arms and the legs can get quite heavy in a pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Come up nice and slowly, straighten the front leg, reach up with the right hand and take the hand on the inside of the left leg, drawing the hand down the inside of the leg, push the hand into the leg. Squeeze your belly a little bit more and squeeze your buttocks. Hold here for a moment. This front knee bends as the left hip pulls back. I'm going to slide the hand across the top of the shin bone and then follow the line down the outside edge of my left ankle. I'm really creating a twist through my spine. This right hip wants to completely collapse, and then the left hip and left buttock want to push to the left a little to do that. Avoid doing that by keeping the hand on the inside of the leg until these muscles start to open. Baby movements, slide the hand down the shin first and put a downward force pressure with the front knee slightly bent and the belly pulling in. Stay here for 5 to 7 breaths till you start to really feel the hamstring of this left leg working for you and your abdominals working for you. Spiral line is powerful in the practice. There are like these circular movements coming from our tail. I want you to tuck your tail a little, pull the belly button in. Let the bottom of this right rib cage pull towards the midline of your belly button line. And then let the right shoulder move into it. The right lat muscle is moving through that. The left hip, left buttock are pulling to the wall behind you, squeezing the thighs. We'll bend the front knee, we'll take pressure off, put some pressure on the thigh, and then lift up with your arms once again. Take the weight into the left foot, stand up tall, and breathe for a moment. It's a long holding pose. Deep inhale, deep long exhale. Arms will float down at your side. Pause in the mountain pose. Feel the transition. Notice the whole right side of your body. The right foot, ankle, calf muscle, your right shin, the right knee, right thigh, and your hamstring, your right buttock, right rib cage, right shoulder, and all the way down to your right arm and fingertips. Feel the top of your right shoulder to your neck, right side of your face. The whole right side of your body is in full extension and did a huge twist. Notice how it feels compared to the left side. Bend the knees, squat down, and we'll take the left foot back. 45-degree angle, slide it back, wiggle it back. The front foot will go to the right slightly, so you've got a little space between your heels. Keep the left hip forward, hands at the heart center, going up into your warrior one. You can always bend the elbows, nurturing the shoulder line. Warrior one, let the spine do the work. Let your front knee bend and support this. Right knee will slightly push to the right, but plug the right big toe down. Feel the support through your feet in the front leg and the back leg. This back heel might be lifted a little until the ankle point opens. And that could take a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. Let that back leg lengthen. Let the chest lift. Elbows will drop, open through the chest. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Let the torso move back slightly. Eyes can look upwards. Chin can be slightly tucked. Breathe in and breathe out. Front knee bends a little more. Arms will come up and reach back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Squeeze your belly. I know there's a lot here. And we're moving slow, but we're doing it so purposefully. We take our time. And it's in these slow days, right? Slow days and fast times. We're forcing something really beautiful to happen here. As we slow down, let these fast times slow. Breathe into that. Inhale and exhale. Then look forward again. Reach up. Bring your body weight forward halfway. Notice what's happening. As you come forward, there's a tendency to want to collapse or straighten out this leg all the way. If you can meet yourself halfway in this, maybe bend elbows and bend front knee. Draw the belly button in, right hand to right buttock, and then bring the left hand to the inside of the right knee. There's a point between the eyebrows. There's a point with a slight tuck with your chin that comes into the back of the throat. As you feel the extension through your spine, point between eyebrows, back of the throat, pull in through the sternum, right at the chest line. Pull in through your belly button and feel the length in your tail. The tail will stretch down through the back leg into the heel line while extending the torso forward and keeping the front knee bent and supportive. The left hand is a choice to either keep extending without compromising the shoulders. So again, it's all perspective. Sometimes I do the whole pose with both hands sitting on both buttocks, opening the chest, or finding the connection point between eyebrows, back of the throat, chin slightly tucked, pulling in through the sternum, engaging through the belly button, and reaching through the tail. And sometimes I'm here, and this is powerful for me. And then sometimes I'm like, I gotta reach through this. I want to feel the reach through the fingers, the chest, the ribs, everything here. Maybe the front leg wants to straighten a little as I do this, right hip pulling back. Then bend the front knee and we move into spiral line. I'm going to slide my hand down the inside of the left knee, down to the calf muscle, and I'm going to pause here. As I pause, I put some pressure of the palm against the leg and the right hip pulls back. Take a moment and breathe. Let your chin tuck again. Find that space at the back of your throat. Focus on the point between your eyebrows for a moment. Pull the sternum in, pull the belly button in, and reach down through your tail to the left heel. This left hand doesn't have a lot of pressure in it. You're pushing against it while squeezing the abdominal wall. Maybe now you want to slide to the outer edge of this right leg and reach the fingers as you bring the left shoulder and the left oblique inwards towards the right thigh. You feel the spiral line as the shoulders drop down and the right elbow maybe pulls back. Keep pulling the right hip back. There's a strong muscular movement that pulls the hip back as the leg gets straighter. But again, keep the knee bent for now. Maybe we're halfway here and you're really feeling it. Let's bend the front knee and come up with both arms again, reaching up. And it's okay if you're feeling extreme fatigue in your legs. This is a beginner's class. It takes a lot of strength to stay with these poses. Hands to the heart. It can take weeks, months, years with this strength. You're great right now. Find the transition. Breathe in. Let the arms reach up. Breathe out. Notice the left toes. Your left ankle. Breathe into the arch of your left foot. Feel the left heel on the ground. The left shin bone. The muscles of the calf muscles. The left knee. The left thigh. And hamstring and left buttock and hip. All that area. And then feel along the spine on the left side. The left chest and shoulder. The left side of your neck. The jaw. And the left side of your face. Let the arms come down and breathe for a moment. And feel your whole body, the left side and the right side. Both sides of your body together. You can see through your eyes if your eyes are open. Notice the left eye. And notice your right eye. Both eyes seeing everything together. Good. Breathe into this. Hands to the heart center. We're going to bend the knees, squat down halfway. We put the hands on the shin bones, sliding the hands towards shin and ankle bones. Knees can be bent and heels apart. Feet are comfortably apart as you bend your knees and sit down. You can tuck your chin and let the head hang. Again, those of you who are getting dizzy in these ones, put your hands on your thighs. Here's where the little kyphosis can come in. As you pull the belly button in, feel the light tuck with your tail, chin tucking, and breathe in and breathe out. You can always push your hips back and open through your chest, looking forward to the front like a cat and cow pose. Round your back and squeeze your belly more. Inhale, bring your chest forward and push your hips back. And then round your back again and squeeze your belly. You can do this with your hands closer to your ankle points or on the ground. Round your back, pull your head closer towards your bent knees, squeeze your belly, and feel the weight gently forward in your toes. As you inhale, you can feel the legs staying in the bent position, but your spine is lengthening a little, flattening the back. And then you push down again, around the back as you exhale. Squeeze your belly, pull the knees towards each other a little bit. And then inhale, let your chest come forward again. And again, we're up here. Chest is forward. On your exhale, your back is rounded. We've got about 5 more of these. What we're doing is toning the pelvic floor, really strengthening the abdominal wall from the arches of our feet up into our inner groin. Nourishing from the earth, we pull the jewels out of the ground and take them into the body. And we pull them in and hold them as we close it off. And then we gently release it. As we pull the heart forward, we extend it out through the head and we return it. So it's a really poetic movement. Round the back, flatten the back. Exhale as you round the back. Take as long as you like. You don't have to with me. You can take it 10 to 12 seconds for these movements. Finding these lengths. Good. And do one more. Round the back. Squeeze. Squeeze your bottom. And one more inhale. Good. Come down into a squat now. So squats are pretty deep. So closer the legs are together, it gets a little bit tighter for my beginners that are still getting struggles through their ankles. Turn your toes out, have your feet turned out more. And then as your feet are turning out, maybe this is your squat today. Starting here is a great beginner's way to squat. You can keep coming down in time, maybe lifting the heels, moving a little bit. Or maybe this is it. Maybe the feet need to go a little wider as you learn to squat. Just getting these muscles back again. Don't judge yourself. Just do what you can do, right? It's better to do what you can in this moment than to not do right now, okay? And we're gentle with this. Okay, so the squat is in various places here. Or coming in. I'm going to turn my toes out here. Heels are about hip width apart. I'm coming down more into the frog squat. My shoulders are lengthening. Tail is tucking under. Knees are kind of pushing down. Feeling that really deep, beautiful stretch on the inner groin. I'm sitting my tail between my legs, between my heels. Maybe you've got your hands on the floor and you're just starting to get this deep squat. And then you're going to work on your balance. As you tuck your tail, the hips might move forward a little. So here right now, my pubic bone is kind of dropping towards the floor. My sacrum, my lower back, is pushing behind me. Nothing wrong with this at first. You're learning to stretch your groin and stretch the ankles and the arch of the feet. You can always put a folded blanket under your heels here. Those of you who are still squatting, I want you to find those places of where you can pause and stay in a deep squat for 5 to 10 seconds. And then come out of it and then pause, like take your time and then squat again. So with this forward position here, there's a tendency to drop down and feel that nice stretch through the back, the hips and the back. And you can drop your hands to the floor in this one. If you're up high in the wide squat, you're going side to side, learning to find these ones. You can maybe hang, going side to side. Use your core as you go side to side, breathing in. So we're here on the ground for the back stretch. Then these kneecaps. I'm going to put pressure on the tops of the thighs. We're going to start to bring the sternum and the sacrum into the same line. So we're going to tuck the tail under, and the knees might pull forward a little bit here. And I'm kind of sitting my sit bones directly above the heel line. As the belly button pulls in and the back gets flatter, the arms can rest on the knees. More like Vajrasana, or sitting on the toes. Now as our ankles start to open, you can put the knees to the floor. Pull the heels in, tuck the tailbone under, and then sitting in the folded position of Vajrasana. It's a big stretch for your ankles. Take your time. Again, here, tucking your tail, squeezing your belly, pulling in, lifting through the chest and the sternum, maybe hands to heart, breathing out. Maybe you're squeezing your inner thighs and your belly button gently. Breathing in, breathing out. We're really opening up the channels from our toes, the arches of our feet, and we're really feeling connection moving into the reproductive organs, into the channel of the lungs, kidneys. It kind of fills you from the bottom up. Then we take our time and we move into, those of you standing, you will be here. Maybe in this forward fold for a little bit. Maybe you were here. And now we're ready to come onto the floor. So from this position here, let's get the legs stretching out straight away, taking all the pressure out of the ankle points. Relax on your back. I have a blanket at the base of the skull. If you want a pillow or anything here, relaxing here for a moment in this gentle Shavasana. Let the shoulders relax on the floor, let the chest cavity open. Let your feet gently turn outward or where they comfortably fold. And have your palms facing out. Your eyes can be open or closed, but I want you to focus on the parts of the body that can get nice and soft right now for you. And this is quite a strong beginner's class. Today we focused a lot on the legs and the shoulders. We did a beautiful stretch for the ankles and the feet. And now we're in this Shavasana where we're laying on the back and we're allowing all those energies, all that blood flow, all those muscles to just start to feel the fuel of the body. Feel the fuel that comes from moving the body with this traditional method. This beautiful practice, knowing that all these movements energized our internal organs. These movements gave a vitality lift, and pineal and pituitary glands Giving a beautiful little endorphin rush now through our system. You may feel quite a connection to the softness of your body right now as the muscles relax towards the floor, as your bones kind of get soft and relaxed and let gravity pull the bones towards the ground. You can turn your head to one side, turn your head to the left, with your chin slightly tucked, and let the right shoulder relax on the floor. Taking a slow, long, deep breath in, and a nice, slow, long, deep breath out. And then very gently turn your head to your right. Take your time and let the left shoulder relax on the floor. And the left side of your neck relax. And the whole body softening on the floor.
Did you want the song Get Your Body on the Floor? DJ Mad?
No, I didn't want that word of listening. As you relax on the floor, we won't use the body on the floor song today, maybe tomorrow. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bending out both knees for a moment. Let your knees pull towards one another. And then gently lift your hips up for a second, just a couple of inches away from the floor as you pull your belly button in. Let the shoulders relax. Take some slow breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. You're breathing in and breathing out. With some weight in your feet and just letting your tail lift a little bit, it takes tension out of the lower back area and out of the pelvic floor. It's a really soothing place to be. If you're feeling discomfort, let your buttocks touch the floor a little. Don't feel like you have to strain in this in any way. And if you do have another folded blanket, you can always sit that underneath your bottom and let your body relax here as you take long, slow, deep breaths. And then allowing your lower back to come all the way down into the floor or on your support. Pause for a moment and breathe in and breathe out. You can straighten out the left leg and lightly guide the right knee towards the chest, clasping the hand around the shin bone. And you can do circular movements through the ankle joint of the right foot. And then lightly guide the knee across the body, keeping the right shoulder on the floor and this knee in the air. A gentle spine twist here, breathing in and breathing out. And again, you can take your spine twist to where you feel comfortable. If you want to take the knee to the floor, take it to the floor. If you want this shoulder to come off the ground and let the arm hang in the air, let that happen. Just bring the hand down a little bit so that the fingers touch the floor. So find the space in you to where your body wants to be held by the floor and breathe into that. We'll do the other leg. Let the right leg slowly extend out and bend up the left knee. And we'll take the knee into the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze here. And then rolling the knee across to your right side. Keep the left shoulder on the floor. I like to turn the head to the left. This right knee can stay lifted. You can create a little platform with the right hand if you like. Sitting the knee on the hand. And you can do a little rocking motion if that feels nice. Or you can actually pull on the knee a little and very gently guide the knee towards the ground while feeling that beautiful stretch through your rib cage, shoulder and hip. And it's quite a beautiful pose to relax in. Find the place where you can find softness in this twist. I find a little softness through the abdominal wall. I can find softness through the shoulder blades in the back. And then we go to our back and we relax here and keep the knees bent for a moment and adjust the hips a little bit, rocking the knees from side to side. Find your comfortable place in Shavasana. Let your legs stretch out or have the knees bent or feet together, knees apart. What's your comfortable place for you right now? And then maybe you like the legs straight. Maybe you want to try the knees apart right now. Breathe in and breathe out. If it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes, or if you would prefer to keep the concentration, let your eyes get soft and look at one spot on the ceiling or the wall. And then follow your breath. You can breathe in through the nose, fill the lungs with air. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders and jaw soften. And again, finding the spaces in your body that want to soften. It's not about forcing anything with your mind. It's like, oh, where can I be soft right now? Well, the body says, well, let me show you where I can be soft. And the mind says, go for it. I can't wait to see this softness. It's a little bit like a beautiful partnership, right? One of you gets to say, I want to show you my softness today. And the other says, yes, please. So we get to show that to ourselves right now. I want to show you my softness. The heart said to the body, or the spirit said to the body. Whatever that means. And then it's like, yeah, I can just let my shoulders get soft right now. And then being witnessed in that softness by yourself, like the observer witnessing the softness come in. A little wave of joy and love comes into the body. Like, oh, I got to witness that softness. That is so delightful. And we get to do that with all the parts of our body if your body's wanting to show you where the softness is. And so give yourself a moment right now to let for one moment, let your body show you where its softness is. And then observe it. And notice how it feels to observe softness arising. See something soften in front. Feel the softness arising. And sometimes it's so beautiful to see that within ourselves. You should take this softness with you today, tonight, this morning, wherever you are. I want you to acknowledge parts of your body that were witnessed, that have been witnessed in the softness. Maybe just put your hand on your heart and just say a deep thank you for showing yourself that softness. And maybe just say these words of thank you for showing me the extraordinary beauty in your softness. And we can roll to one side, comfortable for you, as we make our way into our final seated position, carrying this beautiful moment. And rub your hands together, feeling that softness. We rub our hands together, it's like bringing two worlds together, creating a little bit of heat, friction. And it's in that friction where sparks of energy and vitality come together, like rubbing two sticks together to make fire. And this is what we do with our own body every day. We create this little fire, and then here we pause and we feel that fire, that vitality, those sparks of energy. And we lightly place it over the face and we breathe that in. It's almost like an instant facelift for energy. Inhale, then pull it across your head, and then touch the back of your neck, and then touch your throat, and then feel that love and that connection to your throat. Give your shoulders a really lovely squeeze down to your arms, like we're blessing our body in the most beautiful way. Touch your heart and your lungs, then touch the stomach. This is how we nourish ourselves. If you haven't yet nourished yourself with beautiful food today, maybe just take your time eating a yummy crisp apple. And as you take the apple into your stomach, I want you to nourish yourself with that vitality. Then touch the hip bones. It goes to the reproductive organs, the bladder, urinary tract. Lean forward a little bit just to thank the blessings of the seeds in our body. Touch the lower back, the kidneys, the buttocks, down through your thighs, your hips, your knees, to your feet. And again, we've worked the legs today really hard. So I want you to just thank your feet and your legs today for that extraordinary strength that you felt in your practice. You might be a little sore tomorrow. Thank the earth again. As always, the earth is so powerful, just demonstrating its beauty, its power, its vulnerability. And as we take the lessons from the earth, we become protectors of the earth. It's part of being human, is to protect the blessed earth and to show the children how to protect and nurture the earth. And that there is this duality and this synchronicity of what we do for the earth provides for us, serving each other's needs in the most sacred, beautiful way. Place the hands to the heart, take a big inhale. Blessings and namaste. Thank you again for tuning in to this beautiful practice together. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great, great evening, great weekend. Peace. Thank you all. And yeah, remember to hit the subscribe button and send to friends and family. I'd love to hear from you all. Bye.